Good morning everyone. In our last video we discussed about equation, variable, balanced equation. I told you about these three things. Today we are going to discuss about exercise 4.1, and the first question is complete the last column of the table. This is the last column of the table. This question you have to do in your book only. Okay. So first equation is x plus 3 is equal to 0 and the value of x is equal to 3. So we have to say whether the equation is satisfied or not. So as I told you earlier that an equation can be satisfied if the left hand side and the right hand side will be equal. So we will put the equation is x plus 3 is equal to 0. The value of x is equal to 3, that is given to you in the question. So we will put x is equal to 3 in the equation. Now put 3 plus 3 on taking left hand side. 3 plus x की value put करेंगे, it will be equal to 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, and we know that on right hand side we have 0. So 6 is not equal to 0. That means x is equal to 3 is not a solution for equation, because the solution is not satisfying the equation. We get 6 that is not equal to 0. It means x is equal to 3 is not a solution for the equation. So we will write no. In second question, second part, we can see that here it is given x plus 3 is equal to 0, where we have to put x is equal to 0. Now x plus 3, it is second part, x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation. On taking left hand side, put value of x is equal to 0, and we put x is equal to 0 plus 3. It will give 3 on left hand side, and right hand side we have 0. In that way we can see 3 is not equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 is not a solution for equation. In that way we can say that the equation is not satisfied, and we will write no in the third column. Now third question is x plus 3 is equal to 0. Equation is same, but the value of x is given, that is minus 3. Now put x is equal to minus 3 on left hand side. While putting the value, we will write minus 3 plus 3 on left hand side. Minus 3 plus 3 will give you 0. Now by comparing left hand side to the right hand side, we can see that we have 0 is equal to 0. Both the sides have equal answer or same answer. Left hand side has 0 and right hand side has also 0. In that way we can say that x is equal to minus 3 is a solution of this equation. In that way we will write yes, the equation is satisfied. Now moving on to question number 2, I am taking the B part. The B part is, in this question we have to check whether the given value given in the brackets is a solution to the given question or not. The question is same but the pattern is different. I'll show you. The B question is 7n plus 5 is equal to 19. This is the equation, and the value is given n is equal to minus 2. Here you have to put the value of minus 2 in the left hand side of the equation. Left hand side is 7n plus 5. So we will put n is equal to minus 2. 7 into minus 2 plus 5. We know that when a number and alphabet written closely, it means they have the sign of multiplication in between them. So it will be equal to minus 7 to the 14 plus 5. Answer is minus 9. On comparing both the sides, we have minus 9 on the left hand side and plus 19 on the right hand side. So we can see that they are not equal. So n is equal to minus 2 is not a solution for that equation. Now moving on to third part of the same question. 7n plus 5 is equal to 19, where we have to put n is equal to 2. So putting on the value in left hand side, we will have 7 into 2 plus 5. 14 plus 5 is equal to 19. On comparing the both sides, we will have 19 is equal to 19. So here we can see that both the sides are same, left hand side and right hand side are same. So yes, n is equal to 2 is a solution for that equation. Now moving on to question number 4, we have to write the equation for the following statements. The first statement for the first question is the sum of number x and 4 is 9. The sum of the number x and 4 is 9. So x plus 4 is equal to 9. And now I'll take third part of the question. 10 times a is 70. 10 times of a is 70 means 10 into a will be equal to 70. So this is the equation for the statement. On taking sixth part of the question, sixth part is 7 times m plus 7 get you 77. 7 times of m plus 7 will give you 77. As they are saying in the equation, you have just to do that. Moving on to question number 5. Write the following equation in statement form. Now you have to write the equation in the statement form. First equation is p plus 4 is equal to 15. We can write it. The sum of number p and 4 is 15. The sum of number p and 4 is 15. Now taking third part of the question, 2m is equal to 7. This is the equation. So you will write twice of m is 7. Twice of m is 7. Now moving on to eighth part of the question. It is p by 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. So you will write, if you add half of a number p to 2, you get 8. Okay. Now moving on to next question. It is to sixth question. So the sixth question is set up an equation in the following cases. Now you have to set up the equations as we done in the fourth question. The question is saying Irfan says that he has 7 marble, more than 5 times the marble Parmeet has. Irfan has 37 marbles. Take m to be the number of Parmeet marble. Means number of Parmeet marble is m. That is given to you in the question. So we will write number of Parmeet's marble is equal to m. Now the statement is saying Irfan says that he has marbles more than 5 times marble Parmeet has. So 5 times of marble of Parmeet is 5 into number of Parmeet marble plus 7 more. So that we will write plus 7. That will be equal to total number of marble Irfan having. So the equation that comes, it will be 5 into m plus 7 will be equal to 37. That is given to you already. Now the all over equation is 5m plus 7 is equal to 37. Thank you.